going on, guys? So I'm gonna try something a little bit different this time. I'm gonna be reading reviews that do not recommend the anime. Okay, so I'm gonna refresh it here, and it's gonna be for Kaiju number 8. It's always good to sometimes read what the opposing side has to say. You know, we gotta have thick skin, guys. We can't just always be positive about things. And honestly, I gave this a 9 out of 10. And overall, out of 112,000 users, they gave it a weighted score of 8.38. Call it a 9 and we round up. So they pretty much, as the collective, we pretty much agree that this anime is great. So let's see. I'm just trying to get some middle ground here. You know, I'm not really trying to stir the pot. I just want to understand what the opposing side has to say. So this one comes from XAXAS. They do not recommend this anime, and they only watched 3 out of 12 episodes. I mean, that's fair. They gave it 3 episodes, and they were like, "Fuck it, I'm not watching anymore." You know, I always recommend a 3 episode, gauge, if whether or not you like a series. So it's fine. It's perfectly fair, kind of. Okay, so holy, they go on a tirade here, but it is what it is. Okay, so they say 0 characterization. Kafka is your cringe, shouty shonen protagonist whose age is only relevant to make jokes about. Otherwise, he's a man-child that acts exactly like Asta, Midoriya, etc. Hit 30 recently and low-key felt offended. Sidekick is just a sidekick. There's also Bakugo, the pink hair, the snobby blonde rich girl, the cold strong dude that doesn't talk much, confident chill guy, childhood friend, love interest, that MC's go to defeat, and his personality of wet tissue. No, scratch that. It has the personality of an honest politician. It doesn't exist. So let's go back to the Kafka being a cringe shouty shonen protagonist. Like, anyone who's gone through war or is going through tough times, it's always gonna be dark, guys. It's always gonna be a dark time. So you need at least one person that is cracking jokes, keeping the spirits high. I mean, the only people who say that, who are people who never really gone through terrible times, and terrible times for a long period of time. You know, you need that one positive person that gives comedy relief. Otherwise, yeah, life sucks. And it sucks if you don't really have someone like that. Someone who can not necessarily look things in a bright side, but gives some relief and allows you to relax. Otherwise, you're just drowning in a pool of dread. Okay, and the other characters, yeah, I mean, people are not all that different. You know, they're not different. We're not different. If I were to write your story on a piece of paper, you would have no semblance of being special or being different. So that has no relevance for me, but I can kind of see where they're coming from. Okay, so 0 stakes. In the first 3 minutes, we learn that kaijus are not a threat, but barely a nuisance. They only cause destruction while the extermination teams get there. So there's absolutely no point for the story to even take place. MC won't be a paragram shift or affect anything. Heck, he closed down an entire district to put kaiju in it to have superpowered 16-year-old try their powers on them. Hero exam much? I mean, yeah, every time something happens, like within a story, we don't always see the 0 to 100 aspect of it. Just look at Attack on Titan. You're gonna put the last episode of Attack on Titan right at episode 1? Like, we're not here for that. We're here for some semblance of build-up. Like no one is gonna expect 0 to 100 and keep it at 100 the entirety of the show. I mean, Attack on Titan somewhat did that, but not always. It's gonna be life threatening. You know, obviously there were within walls and everything was all right, and then everything shit hit the fan, and then things were back to training. They went back to training. They solved their issues. That are back to training. Of course, there was a struggle in between there, but it's not like they don't have some semblance of peace, you know. And then obviously, if you compare episode 1 to episode the finale, you know, shit is hitting the fan in different types of ways, whether it's mental, physical, or in a struggle kind of way. Alright, let's go. So, zero logic. Kaijus explode and blow up when being shot with one bullet. Okay. MC can outrun a 6-legged kaiju, but can't keep up jogging versus other people. But then can go around running in a battlefield. Sidekick can lift and swing a stop sign. They weigh around 80 pounds by the way, and take down kaiju with a blow. And also deflect a swing from it. MC also gets his power by eating the hair of the #1 kaiju in the world. Sorry, a random fly goes inside his mouth. He transformed to Sidekick and is just okay with it. And like I said, this is more, you know, I'm really trying to understand here. But honestly, like, what do you expect? These are the main characters. You're not gonna start anime with the background character. If you want something boring, if you want something more realistic, the show's gonna be boring. Like, of course, he ate a bug and got superpowers. He's not a background character. Like, what do you expect? Do you expect we write the story about the background character? Oh yeah, a building fell down, now they're dead. End of story. Is that what you want? No, that's why things are predictable for a reason, because we're looking at it on the onset of the main character. We're not looking at the onset of the background character. Otherwise, every single anime would be boring as fuck, because they would just be waking up, brushing their teeth, doing regular bullshit that no one wants to watch. We're watching the main characters of the story. That's why we get the weird shit. That's why we get the, oh, alien goes in your mouth. That's why we get the alien in the room. You know, we get the big Sasquatch. We get the paranormal. We get the, oh, their superpowers. They have cheat skills. They have this and that. Otherwise, it would, like I said, it would just be boring and uninteresting. And that's not why we're here. Like, go watch, I don't know, go watch some World War II history shit, and you're going to see some boring shit, because you're not going to have the main character point of view. You're going to watch someone blow up, and then that's the end of their story. Like, anyways, the production quality is pretty good though. Art and animation is amazing. OP is unique and good, and the music's okay, goodish. Doesn't stand out, but it does the job. I just feel like there's, I don't know, I think, well, it might just have different music taste. It's fine, it's fair, whatever. Yeah, I mean, they said animation is amazing, so no one can argue that. Okay. This series is only remotely popular because Crunchyroll is pushing it real hard. If you are pointing in shock Wojak, who gets exited because another battle shonen dropped, and somehow think it's the best thing ever because the fights, I don't care about anything else, and you will enjoy it. I'm not one to judge. I have a shit ton of generic isekai under my belt. You can stop browsing through my list trying to find some reason to discredit me. But as general kaiju and monster enjoyer, this ain't it. I unironically think that if it were a series about kaiju cleanup, it'd be up there with Dungeon Meshi, because that was the only time I felt there was a thought out world and explained the characteristics of each kaiju's anatomy and how to deal with it during the cleanup. This is why I didn't want to bring up Attack on Titan, because when you start comparing shit, there's just so many differences. And if this reminds you of Dungeon Meshi, I can't really say shit because I haven't watched it yet. You know, maybe I should watch it. because I did enjoy the whole anatomy thing, finding out different kaiju's weaknesses and their strengths, how to defeat them, and all that. You know, they bring a good fucking point. They bring a good fucking point. If they did focus more on that, I'd be interested too. They make a good fucking point here. I think I can agree with this part. So I mean, the whole TR thing, pushing it real hard. I didn't know about that. Who watches? I mean, I used to use Crunchyroll a lot, and I really enjoyed it, but it's like that's not really relevant. Or maybe it is relevant now that I think about it, because CR does hold a ton of viewership. They're the biggest platform in terms of being in the West, so they might have a point there. But yeah, I mean, I agree with maybe 2 out of their. Let's say there's 2 out of 10 or 1 out of 5 points. Like, there's just so much here I could unpack, and I can kind of get it. Not really. I mean, if you want generic shit, that's fine. I mean, and it's weird too, because over here they say, don't look from my, don't go in my, like, this is like, guys, this is the first time I'm reading this, so it's not like I know exactly what they're gonna say. So it's gonna take me time to process. Maybe I didn't make some good points. Maybe I didn't really read between the lines. Maybe their tone or context and what's their writingness is a bit different than what I can unpack or what I can understand. Maybe my comprehension's a little off. But yeah, if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's fine. I'm just trying something new here, trying to see eye to eye. And like he said, don't go on my list. And you know, it's weird when you get someone who actually loves kaiju content. See, he's a general kaiju and monster enjoyer. Find some reason to discredit me. This ain't it. But yeah, that's gonna be all for me, guys. I don't know if this is gonna take off, but yeah, peace. Shout out to XAS for putting out the review out there, putting themselves out there. It takes some balls to not recommend something, because then people start like disliking it, and like is overall, I don't know, they got some love. There you go. A lot of people were confused. Informative, well written, creative. I love it. Yeah, go upvote their shit. I honestly think this was, it was nice. Yeah, it was nice. Go say it's nice, guys. Be nice. I don't care. Just do whatever you like, guys. Peace.